The Property Bulletin by London Property, the home of super prime.
As 2025 begins, landlords face a year of mixed prospects, balancing rising rental incomes with escalating costs and significant legislative changes. On the positive side, rental rates have surged, with a 9.1% increase over the past year, according to the ONS. This trend has provided relief to landlords with mortgages, helping offset higher interest rates. However, challenges loom, including increased stamp duty, tighter eviction rules, and potential energy efficiency mandates. The Renters' Rights Bill, on course to become law this year, proposes the abolition of Section 21 no-fault evictions and introduces stricter notice periods for landlords. Key changes include a ban on rental bidding wars, limits on rent increases to once annually requiring 2 months' notice, rights for tenants to request pets, which landlords cannot unreasonably deny, and stricter health standards for rental properties, including mandatory remediation of damp and mould. David Fell of Hamptons predicts this will be a transformative year for landlords and tenants, with the sector adjusting to rolling periodic tenancies and heightened court workloads. The government is consulting on a proposal requiring all rental properties to achieve an EPC rating of C by 2030. While improving energy efficiency aligns with sustainability goals, the cost of retrofitting poses challenges for landlords, potentially reducing rental property availability and driving rents higher in the short term. Rent growth has been driven by a supply-demand imbalance, with the average UK rent now at £1,270 per month, 34% higher than 4 years ago. However, affordability constraints may slow growth, with Rightmove forecasting a 3% increase in advertised rents for 2025. From October 2024, buy-to-let investors face a 5% surcharge on property purchases, up from 3%. For example, a £300,000 property now incurs £17,500 in stamp duty, rising to £20,000 in April when standard rates change. This higher cost may deter new investors. Although a government survey shows 1 in 3 landlords plans to sell, the number of rental properties has remained stable since 2016, with institutional investment offsetting individual sell-offs. Chris Norris of the NRLA emphasises the urgency of addressing the housing supply crisis, stating, "Reforms alone won't solve the issue of insufficient rental homes. Without meaningful action, tenants will continue to face rising rents and limited choices." For landlords, 2025 will demand careful navigation of rising costs, regulatory shifts, and evolving market dynamics. If you need advice on how to navigate the rental market, we can help. Email us at ask@londonproperty.co.uk. The shift to hybrid work has made office-to-residential conversions increasingly popular, particularly since last March's relaxation of planning rules. However, technical and financial challenges often make these projects far from straightforward. In Balham, South London, a former Department for Work and Pensions office has transformed into Irene House, featuring 77 modern apartments. Similarly, high-profile projects like the old War Office's conversion into luxury flats and a Raffles Hotel demonstrate the growing appeal of repurposing offices. Vacancy rates in London reflect the changing office landscape. Older, lower-quality spaces have up to 20% vacancy, while demand remains strong for prime, sustainable offices. Developers are now weighing the choice between retrofitting older offices or converting them into residential mixed-use properties. Conversions depend heavily on building design. Low-rise, mid-century offices with adequate natural light are prime candidates, while deep floor-plate towers often pose insurmountable hurdles. Recent rule changes, such as the removal of a size cap for conversions, have boosted applications, up 58% in London since 2019. However, developers face concerns over build quality, ventilation, and affordability. Poorly executed conversions, often permitted under Permitted Development Rights, PDR, have drawn criticism for creating substandard housing. New regulations now require adequate space and natural light, but critics argue full planning permission should be mandatory to ensure quality and affordability. With 70% of office buildings below the required energy rating of B by 2030, many older offices will require significant upgrades or repurposing. Developers and architects highlight the need for thoughtful design to meet housing demand without compromising quality. As Knight Frank's Abigail Hayworth notes, expiring office leases and stricter energy rules will drive further opportunities. While office conversions present unique challenges, their potential to address London's housing crisis remains significant when executed with care and innovation. Beneath an unassuming office block on Lower Thames Street lies a hidden treasure, the Billingsgate Roman House and Baths, a remarkable remnant of London's ancient past. Discovered in 1848, this Roman domestic site dates back to around 190 AD and is the only one in London open to the public. Hidden away in the basement of the modern building, visitors can explore the remains of a Roman house, complete with its own bathhouse, a rare glimpse into life in the city nearly 2,000 years ago. The ruins include a hot room, so warm it could fry your feet, a cold room for relaxing after bathing, and a tepidarium, a warm chamber believed to have hosted business discussions. Despite its age, the site remains well preserved and is protected as a scheduled monument under the Ancient Monuments and Archaeological Areas Act. Popularized recently by a viral TikTok tour, the ruins have sparked public fascination. One user marveled, "Imagine what else is lying beneath us," while another called it an amazing find. Open to visitors, the Billingsgate Roman House in Baths is a must-see for history enthusiasts and a reminder of London's deep, storied past. As landlords prepare for stricter energy efficiency standards by 2030, many are unaware of how to improve their property's Energy Performance Certificate (EPC) ratings. To meet the minimum grade C by 2030, landlords can make cost-effective upgrades based on the EPC's point system. EPCs are rated from A, best, to G, worst, with each letter corresponding to a range of numerical points. A, 92 to 100 points, B, 81 to 91 points, C, 69 to 80 points. Even small improvements can push a property to a higher rating. Affordable updates that add EPC points include hot water cylinder insulation, add 1.7 points, hot water cylinder thermostat, plus 2.4 points, low energy lighting, add 1.1 points. While sustainable solutions like a biomass boiler might claim to be eco-friendly, they don't always add as many points as other upgrades, such as a condensing gas boiler, plus 23 points, versus just plus 12 points for biomass. For larger improvements, consider room and roof insulation, plus 9.91 points, wall insulation, plus 7.7 points, loft insulation, plus 4.9 points, solar panels, add 9.91 points, wind turbines, plus 6.39 points, double glazing adds only 3.3 points, and may not offer the best return. Achieving a C rating can cost around £8,000, but landlords can avoid overspending by using tools like EPIMS to identify the most cost-effective upgrades. Landlords should focus on strategic upgrades to maximize EPC points and comply with regulations while maintaining property value. The UK's prime property market is still adjusting to the aftermath of the 2024 budget, with cautious behaviour from both buyers and sellers. According to Savills, while outer London markets saw modest growth in Q4 2024, plus 0.3%, prime central London values continued to struggle, dropping by 0.8%. The most affected areas include Knightsbridge, South Kensington and Belgravia, while areas like Marylebone and Notting Hill remained relatively stable. The impact of fiscal changes, such as the winding down of the non-DOMS tax regime and the new SDLT surcharge for second homes, is being felt heavily in central London. Despite the challenges, properties that are priced competitively continue to sell, particularly among needs-based buyers benefiting from stable mortgage rates. Savills predicts that prime central London prices will fall by 4% in 2025, but are expected to rise by 9.6% over the next 5 years. Meanwhile, outer prime London is expected to see flat prices in 2025, with a 14.7% increase forecast over the next 5 years, driven by demand from affluent buyers. In regional markets outside London, prices eased by 0.2% in Q4 2024, bringing the annual drop to 1%, but they remain 9.6% higher than pre-pandemic levels. Prime markets in suburban areas near London, like Northwood and Weybridge, showed the most resilience, with small growth in Q4. However, coastal markets continue to see price drops. Looking ahead, Savills is optimistic about prime regional markets, predicting a 2% increase in 2025 and 18.2% growth over the next 5 years. Displaced demand from central London is expected to benefit regional hotspots, while coastal areas may see a pickup in transactions as they become more attractive for buyers seeking value. Behdad Eghbali, the billionaire co-owner of Chelsea FC, has made a significant property investment in London, acquiring a luxurious penthouse for £56 million last year. This purchase, completed in May 2024, has been revealed in the latest transaction data from the UK's land registry. Eghbali, 48, who co-founded private equity firm Clearlake Capital in 2006, secured the property in Mayfair, one of London's most prestigious neighbourhoods. According to Bloomberg, this transaction marks the highest-priced apartment deal in the UK in 2024. The penthouse is located on Grosvenor Square, a prime area of Mayfair, which has seen an influx of luxury residential developments in recent years. The expansive single-storey unit features a large wraparound balcony with stunning views. The design includes a spacious primary bedroom suite with 2 separate dressing rooms and bathrooms, a media room and staff quarters. The building itself offers a range of high-end amenities, such as a spa, fitness centre, wine cellar and a private cinema. It is conveniently located just 25 minutes from Stamford Bridge, Chelsea FC's home stadium. With an estimated net worth of $4.4 billion, according to Forbes, Eghbali's purchase comes after his firm, Clearlake, acquired a controlling 61.54% stake in Chelsea FC in 2022. The club was bought for £2.5 billion from former owner Roman Abramovich. Recent reports have highlighted some tensions within the ownership group, which also includes Todd Bowley, Mark Walter and Hans-Jörg Wyss. Eghbali was unavailable for comment at the time of reporting.
Subscribe to our newsletter to receive our weekly bulletins and stay ahead of what's shaping the super prime property market.